He overtook Abu Bakr at Al-Arj or Dinan. Abu Bakr inquired whether the Prophet, PBUH, had put him in command or he had just been commissioned to make the announcement. "I have been deputed to make the proclamation only," replied Ali. The two companions then proceeded with the pilgrimage process. Towards the close of the rituals, on the day of the ritual sacrifice, Ali stood at Al-Jamra, a spot at which stones are pelted, and read aloud to the multitudes that thronged around him and declared quittance from covenants with idolaters and giving them 4 months respite to reconsider their position. As for the other idolaters with whom the believers had a treaty and had abated nothing of the Muslims' rights nor had supported anyone against them, then the terms of the treaty would run valid until the duration of which expired. Abu Bakr then sent some Muslims to declare publicly that no disbeliever would after that year perform pilgrimage, nor would anyone be allowed to make the tawaf going round of the sacred house unclothed. That proclamation in fact vetoed all aspects of paganism out of Arabia and stated quite unequivocally that those pre-Islam practices were no longer in operation. Sahih al-Bukhari 1-220, 415, 2-626,671, Za al-Mad 325,26, Ibn Hisham 2-543-546, A Meditation on the Ghazawat. Meditation on the Prophet's Ghazawat, missions, and the battalions he formed and dispatched, will certainly give us and everybody a true and clear impression that the Prophet, PBUH, was the greatest military leader in the whole world as well as the most righteous, the most insightful and the most alert one. He was not a man of superior genius for this concern, but he was also the master, and the greatest of all messengers as far as prophethood and heavenly message are concerned. Besides, all the battles that he had fought were standard in their application to the requirements of strictness, bravery, and good arrangements that fitted the terms and conditions of war. None of the battles he fought was lost as a consequence of shortage of wisdom, or due to any other technical error in army mobilization or a location in a wrong strategical position. The loss of any of his battle was not due to misjudgment about occupying the best and the most appropriate sites of battles, nor was it due to a mischoice of leaders of the fight, for he had proved himself to be a peculiar sort of leader that differs from any of those leaders that our world had known and experienced. As regards Uhud and Hunain events, there were consequences of weakness in some military elements in Hunain, and disobedience to orders in Uhud. Their noncompliance with wisdom in the plan of the battle played a passive role in the course of those two invasions. His genius was clearly shown in these two battles when the Muslims were defeated, for he stood fast facing the enemy and managed, by his super wisdom, to thwart the enemy's aim, as was the case in Uhud,